This is WOMMLP operating out of Burlington, Vermont, 105.9 The Radiator. It's the Rocket Shop. I'm your host, Tom Proctor, and with me tonight is Insider. Hello.
How's it going?
I'm pretty good, very hot, as we all are.
Yeah, I know, right? It's terrible out there.
It's pretty sticky. This is a pretty unair-conditioned room, I think. It doesn't feel very air-conditioned anyway, so I appreciate you coming out on this this hot, balmy August night.
We're really glad to be here.
We always like kicking it off with a song, so would like to introduce your first one and take it away.
Awesome. Like, before we start, I just want to say that this is only 2 out of the 5 members of Insider. We have 2 of our people are actually, they went off to college early to get their COVID tests done, and one of our people just wasn't feeling it today. So it is just me and Zach Hayes. So the first song we're going to play is called PM, and it was one of our singles off of our latest record, 1,000 Mile Drive. You good, kid? Right now, a little conversation, some simple motivation to keep up this sensation. Right now, I'm swinging from the rafters. This song is a disaster. I keep on chasing after. Right now, a little conversation, some simple motivation to keep up this sensation. Right now, I'm swinging from the rafters. This song is a disaster. I keep on moving after. It seems like everyone around me is always trying to get me, and I just wanna break free. This life is more than what I asked for. With each little disaster, I keep on moving backwards. I never wanted anything you gave me. I'm so sorry. If you just read between the lines and realize that I'm just fine. They're always out to get me, try to find me. You'll be sorry if you just want to take my life in your hands. Be just like them. Right now, I'm living for the moment. My pockets overflowing. I can't seem to enjoy it. Right now, the friends I never talk to, calling, trying to get through. Want the seat, the best view. Hang tight, be with you in a second. Hope this ain't in essence. Everyone's so restless. I hate when cameras follow me here. Legends up in my hair. Can't you see by my lip? I never wanted anything you gave me. I'm so sorry. If you just read between the lines and realize that I'm just fine. If you just want to take my life in your hands, be just like them. They're always out to get me, try to find me. You'll be sorry. I never wanted anything you gave me. I'm so sorry. If you just want to take my life in your hands, be just like them. If you are out to get me, try to find me. You'll be sorry. 'Cause I never wanted anything you gave me. I'm so sorry. If you just want to take my life in your hands, be just like them. If you just read between the lines, you'll realize that I'm just fine. You're always out to get me, try to find me, you'll be sorry.
All right, Insider with PM, or at least the stripped down acoustic version
Yeah,
of
that was
Insider.
That's about as best we could do with only two of us.
No, it was great. That's fantastic. I mean, I'm guessing that an acoustic set is something you're not traditionally used to. You know?
No, like this is the first time we've ever played an acoustic set before.
Well, that's great. We love a big Heavy World exclusive, and
Yeah.
it's treat it like you're probably way too young to remember this, but like an MTV Unplugged thing. You know?
I remember seeing Nirvana in Kirk. I remember seeing the recording of Nirvana doing their MTV Unplugged one.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you guys kind of talk about your influences by like Nirvana and another kind of grunge rock bands, right?
Like we really, I think as a band we grew. Our influences grew together as we went along. We all started off liking totally different things. I mean, I know that I started off liking more of like the grunge, the indie sort of not really known band scene. And I know our lead guitarist, Matt, he was definitely into like the Metallica, and he was the kid who just wanted to, okay, I'm going to hit the guitar as hard as I can. And Gabri, our drummer, she is definitely more into the indie underground sort of thing too. And I don't know, Hayes, you want to take yours?
Yeah, I'm more into like the classic or heavy metal stuff, but in my writing, I tend to focus more on like the blues and stuff like that.
Yeah, like as we went on as a band, we all just like, I found this band. Let's like make a song that sort of has this as an influence. Or Hayes comes up. I mean, one of our other songs off of 1,000 Mile Drive, Bite the Bullet, was something that we'd never imagined that we'd be playing that sort of music. But Hayes and his like prog rock background sort of, were like, okay, yeah, this will work, and it ended up being actually a really successful song.
Right, and so it sounds like kind of bunch of different rock influences from across the band that spreads over the whole genre. Are you all writing, or is it Hayes you, or is it both of you, Zac and Hayes?
Yeah, it's mostly Matt, our guitarist, doing the writing. I've written one song, which is Bite the Bullet, which Zac just talked about.
Yeah. But and then I think like recently we've been really more about everybody getting involved in the writing process, so it's not too one-sided, so you just don't have one person's point of view be like, oh, all of our songs are going to sound like this person's ideas. We want to get together and be like, okay, you throw in a little bit of this, you throw in a little bit of that. Let's make sure that everything we're doing has everybody's influence, so it's not just one-sided.
Right, so like super collaborative, very very music by collaboration.
Yep, we love doing it.
And so tell us a little bit of background about yourselves. Where did you meet? How did you form? How did you kind of come together and realize that you all wanted to make music together?
It's like a long short story. So there's this thing at our high school. We all went to Milton, and there's this thing at our high school called Rock Project, and it was, I forgot, this student teacher, his name was Tom. He started it with actually the audio engineer at our school, Pete Windorf. He's a huge supporter of our band, huge influence. We love Pete to death. And it was me and Matt are a year older than Gabri and Hayes, and me and Matt started doing it, and we had two other members in it at first, and I forgot what we called ourselves. It was like terrible. I think it was like Disturbing the Neighbors or something really just stupid. And we eventually stopped doing that. And then when we heard that Gabri and Hayes were coming up from the middle school, we're like, okay, yeah, we need that guy and we need her, because she could play the drums. She can play the drums like nobody else I've ever met. And him on the bass, it's ridiculous. Like,
so they were scouted then? They were.
Oh yeah, they were definitely scouted. We were like, okay, we want you and you to do it. And Gabri, at first, she did not want to do it. She did not want to do Rock Project or anything. And we eventually were like, okay, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this together. And then eventually, after Rock Project, we got invited to this thing up in Enosburg High School was doing a rock project too, and we went up there, did their rock project, and showed everybody up. And then there was a guy who was working the soundboard, and he was like, "You guys want to start playing shows outside of the high school scene?" We're like, "Yeah." So and then we started calling ourselves Insider, and just started working from there.
All right. And yeah, you've just got an album come out in March, which I got to say, impeccable timing, guys.
Yeah.
What with COVID hitting, I mean, there's a lot of time for people to sit inside and listen to music. So I mean, like, it does actually work out.
Yeah.
So first albums are always very difficult. They're always like, so you know, like the baby. You know, you nurture it and you birth it, and you know, it's very kind of raw and it's bittersweet, I've heard.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit about the creation of this record.
So originally we put out an EP, and it was called 141, and it was a disaster. It did not go well. It just, like, we recorded in our high school's media lab, and we used what we had, and it was like recording on a pineapple, as Matt says, because he's the audio engineer of the group. He runs all the audio engineering stuff, and he was like, yeah, we're never going to do that again. So with this album, we really, like, we did it independently. We had Matt running Pro Tools on his computer and going over to people's houses like, okay, you got to do this bass part by this time. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to release a single. We actually released three singles. Did we do 3 singles?
Yeah. 3 singles.
We released 3 singles. PM, which we just played. We released Bite the Bullet, which is Hayes' song, and we released Running Away, which is actually the newest Insider song to join the Arsenal. And releasing the singles, we got pretty decent feedback on which songs were doing well. So we kind of had an idea of how the album was going to go. But when we put the album out in March, we definitely didn't expect it to go as well as it actually did. We were like, oh yeah, family and friends are going to listen to it. Like, we weren't the biggest thing around at then, or we're still not like the biggest, but we had played higher ground and stuff. We were like, okay, maybe some people will listen to it. Maybe we'll get like 2,000 listens on Spotify or whatever. And then it ended up being like, I think across all streaming platforms, we're at like 35,000 for streaming the album. So we're really pleased with the numbers that we got from it. And just I think it definitely took a few years of writing everything. Like, we've had numerous songs just be like, yeah, that doesn't work. That can't be on the album. So it's been a lot of weeding out the songs that work and the songs that don't work, and then getting them to the point where, okay, I'm comfortable with thousands of people hearing something that I created. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you were saying like the EP that you first came out with, you know, a bit of a disaster, and I'm sure you took things away from that first record you created and made things different for this album. Is there anything that you're taking away from the album that you created that you would think about changing or doing things differently for the second album, if you're thinking about that? And what would you keep the same?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I think taking the time to track, like, a good part is really important. So I know there are a couple songs that I rushed through my bass parts, and I feel when I listen back to them, I feel they're not so great. So I think if we were to do it again, I would take a lot more time tracking the parts.
And how about what would you keep the same? What kind of magic did you get from that first album? You're like, that is something that I need to capture for the next album, the next record that we make.
I think that we loved using Matt as a producer, like having him do the mixing. Like, he kind of like has this thing, like he knows what everybody in the band's thinking. Like, yeah, that needs to sound like that, and then he brings it to me or Hayes, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly how we wanted it. So we definitely would want to keep Matt doing the producing and like doing all of that. We definitely liked recording with, I think we recorded with Logic. Like, the recording software that we use, we would not change it because everything just went so smoothly. And I think definitely the writing style towards the end of the album, like the first half of the album is like really Matt song heavy, like he wrote a lot of them, but at the end of the album it's more of like everybody wrote it in that like collaboration piece, and we just loved having songs like where we can all be like, oh yeah, I wrote that part and it turned out awesome. So I definitely think the collaboration piece on the album as a whole is definitely something we want to keep.
Yeah, and then also makes everyone in the band feel like
Yeah.
they've got a bit of a part of the whole thing. Well, I'd love to hear another song, preferably from the new album. So what you got for us?
Let's do a little less crazy. This song. This is our most popular song. Like this is actually the song that got us our shows at Higher Ground, and this is like the song that's played on 99 The Buzz, and this is our like big song. Everybody goes to shows and like singing it back to us, and we love playing it. Just remembering if I never play guitar. I never play guitar. I just like play it on my own. Matt always plays guitar. And we actually just got we have our 5th member that actually just joined us, and he's our new rhythm guitarist. His name's Hunter Myers, and we're just really glad to have him on board. Okay, let's do it. Yep. All the things that you do to me, drew out who set you free, the animal that reeks within you craves attention. The only thing I see, I turn through. You like to hide but stay an issue. So my shadow, supporter of mine, won't turn away, seeds like red wine. Oh, whoa, let go. Whoa. She said, no, I'm running, I'm pulling through. I'm just a little less crazy without you. I'm on 1,000-mile drive and I see it now. You'll be waiting for me, baby, you the next town. Bad woman with a social disease, who let you out, who set you free, the animal that reeks within you. What I have lost craves attention. Nobody's fooling me, I see through. You like to hide but stay an issue. Tell my shadow, supporter of mine, will go away, stains like red wine. Oh, whoa, let go. Whoa, she said no, I'm running, I'm pulling through. I'm just a little less crazy without you. I'm on 1,000-mile drive and I see it now. You'll be waiting for me, baby, you the next sound.
All right, a little less crazy there by Insider. And so, as you said, that's kind of like your signature song at the moment. That's your single, if you will.
That's the song. That's like the encore song. You go off stage, like, yeah, that's definitely the song.
And as you were saying, you got that on 99.9 The Buzz. You managed to secure yourself a spot at Higher Ground. It's very difficult for I'm assuming unsigned bands. Are you unsigned? Yeah. Unsigned bands to get on commercial radio stations. Almost impossible. In fact, I used to work for a commercial radio station.
Yeah, it was tough. Like, I think we submitted it to what was it? It's the fresh meat that the Buzz does. We submitted it to Matt Grasso, and Matt's actually, he lives in Milton. Like, he lives right near us, and we sent it to him. We were like, Matt, can we send this over to you? We're a local band. We're from Milton. Like, we just want to be heard. And he was just like, yeah, send it over. And I think a couple days went by. He's like, you guys are a high school band, right? I was like, yeah, we're a high school band. He's like, okay, well, welcome to the big leagues. It's tough, but you guys can do it. And we were like, okay. So we waited and waited and waited. I think probably 6 weeks went by, and we were walking out of the UPS store because we had just got posters made for our first like mini tour, and we got an email, and he was like, "Okay, you guys are gonna be on Fresh Meat on this day and this day," and we started running down the street like morons in downtown Burlington, just yelling, "We're gonna be on the bus!" And we just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. So yeah, it was tough. It was a lot of waiting and a lot of like, okay, I hope that, I mean, the list that was like, oh, you guys are up against all these songs this week to be on it, and the list of like names on there were like, wow, we actually got on it before them. Okay, it was just, yeah, it was a really good feeling.
Wow. So did you have like set times and set days it was going to get played, or is
There
it
was
kind of
the
just
first time that it got played, it was a set time and a set day. It was like, okay, Fresh Meat, you guys are going to be the Fresh Meat of the week, or the day, I think. I don't know whether they do it. And they were just like, yeah, make sure to tell all your friends you're going to be on the radio, and then have them call and write the email or whatever, just if they like it. So I think it's been played a couple times since then. I've definitely, I know that people have requested. I've heard it maybe once or twice before, and I'm just glad that we got it out there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, congratulations. And I saw it mentioned that it's been played in a couple of other stations as well. Place in the UK has played it. And
yeah, we
Boston.
actually submitted. We use this website. We use Reverb Nation. It's like this little unsigned underground artist thing, and you can like submit to all these opportunities. Like pick a song. This radio station may pick it. So we actually submitted to a radio station in the UK. It was Cambridge, and they picked our song. And they played it one day, and apparently it got some good results. I don't know if they still play it to this day or if the station's still around, but it got played over there. So we were really excited about that too, to get that international sort of exposure.
Yeah, wow. You never know. You might have a bunch of insider fans over in Cambridge right now. We just don't know about it. And so you said from this particular song, you got those gigs at Higher Ground. So tell me a little bit about that. What kind of, I mean, pre-COVID, where were you playing? And tell me about this particular gig.
Higher Ground is something else. Like to any artist like out there, that's like, yeah, that's, ever since I was a kid, I've been like, yeah, I want to play here. Like I didn't care about anywhere else. You could have told me that we were playing the Forum, and I'd be like, yeah, awesome, it's the Forum. But if you told me we were playing Higher Ground, it's like, yeah, that's always where I've wanted to play. And I had gone to a Higher Ground show, and I had just read in an article about the booking agents around Vermont, and I remember seeing Nick Vaden's name pop up. He's the booking agent over at Higher Ground, and I was just reading the article about him. And then I went to a Blue Stone show at Higher Ground, one of the 99-cent buzz shows, and I saw him in the crowd and with his like hat on and his beard, and I was like, that's Nick Vaden. I gotta go talk to him. So I just whipped out our insider business cards, went over and was like, we're a band and you should listen to us. So he listened to us and put us on a little list, and then we opened up for the Friday Pilots Club. Nice. Which is like collaboratively one of our favorite bands as a band. Like we love talking to them. Like we still talk to them today. Like we still just have conversations about music. They share their music, we share ours, and we're like, yeah, that's awesome. Drop that. So we opened up for them, and that was an amazing experience. I think, I don't want to toot our own horn, but more people showed up for our show than any other set that night. Like there was probably about 300 people just in that small room at Higher Ground, and we were just like, yeah, this is the greatest feeling ever. Like getting an encore when you don't know what you're doing and you're the opener band. It was kind of weird, and after that, I think a few months went by, and then we got invited back to Higher Ground to do our own headliner show in is that the ballroom or that's the lounge? We got to do our own headliner show in the lounge, and we had sold like 200 something tickets, and we were just ecstatic that people actually were like, okay, they want to come see us. We were really excited.
That's amazing. And so Higher Ground obviously loves you, but have you played other places around Burlington or around Vermont in general?
Yeah, we played Nectar's actually that was our last show before COVID started, was Nectar's and the Monkey House. We did a little holiday stunt. Everybody's home from college. Let's try and play shows. So we played Nectar's and we played the Monkey House that week, and both shows went fantastic. We've played a bunch of places in Milton. We played like Bombardier Park for the summer concert series. We played Summer Sessions, which is a little music festival. Where's that? It's up in in Enosburg. I think it was like Enosburg, Montgomery, and we played summer sessions, and we shared a set with The Mountain Says No. They're really big up there, and we love that. That was probably one of our favorite shows. And all of these shows that we did Higher Ground, summer sessions, Bombardier. We played at the Double E over in Essex, that brand new venue. And we played a music festival in New York. And that was all part of our first like mini tour. We called it the 2-week tour for some reason, even though it went for a month. We just thought it would be cute. 2-week tour. It rhymed. It fit on a wristband. So we were like, yeah, awesome. 2-week tour. And it was a month. So that was that. And pre-COVID happening, we were supposed to do an East Coast tour this summer.
Oh wow! So like, when you say East Coast, you mean like
the whole shebang,
the whole thing?
And we were supposed to go to Montreal. We were supposed to go to Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Like we were supposed to hit it.
Did you have venues all lined up? Did you?
Yep, we had schedule. I think I still have the tour poster on my phone. We were like, let's get ready to do it, and then COVID happened.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. That would have been amazing.
It would have been. It was like the promotion for the 1,000 Mile Drive album, and we were gonna call it the 1,000 Mile Drive tour, and we were all ready. We were getting ready to order merch. Like we were getting ready to do all this. We had posters made up. We had all of our dates set, and we were like adding more as it went because our album started getting more popular. As March came, album came out. Album started getting up to that 30,000 in venues. So like, okay, we'll have you come play. So we were starting to book more. I think we were up to like 26 shows, and then we had to axe them all.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. But you have recently had another gig. I saw that you played for Higher Ground from Small Dog Studios. So tell us a little bit about this post-COVID. Not post-COVID, but like, COVID show.
Like, we played at Robot Dog Studios with Ryan Cohen. He's fantastic. Like, audio engineer. He's the best audio engineer I know. And we got asked to do a live stream show from Higher Ground, and we were just like, yeah, it's gonna be great. Like, we'll go in, maybe a few hundred people will watch. We'll get this done. But we went in and did the live stream show. We saw like a bunch of other big bands. We're like, okay, yeah, they're doing a live stream. They're doing a live stream. Like, I saw Grace Potter doing a live stream. Like the Has-Beens were, like, they're great people. And we got asked to do a live stream. So we went over to Robot Dog, and they got us all set up. It was kind of like this, and we just shot the live stream, and then it's still up, I think, on Facebook. I think it's up to like almost 10,000 views. And we didn't expect those results from that either.
That's amazing, and I'm so glad you've despite the fact you lost out on the tour this summer, and I'm sure you'll be able to revive that once this is all in the past.
Hopefully.
But I'm glad you're kind of embracing this new way that we have to kind of do this, and you got so many streams from the first time you've done it. So have you got anything like that lined up going forward from here?
So in the past few weeks, we've been we've kind of been rebuilding, like adding Hunter as our newest rhythm guitarist. We're like, okay, we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna be like, okay, 1,000 Mile Drive, great. How are we gonna do better? And what can we do to get the word out that we're still here? Like, we're still here, even though we're not touring or we're not releasing music because we just released an album. We're still a band. So we've been planning to do like a few live streams here and there, like from Hunter's basement, because he's got a whole setup. And like, it's kind of hard sometimes because like all of us are in college. Like, everybody in the band is in college and doing stuff. And it's kind of hard to all get together on certain days because like some people are going back, some people are staying. It's not like everybody's in the same place. But I know we've all been, other than doing insider stuff and like writing and collaborating, I know Matt has started doing like a little solo metal project because, like I said, he's in the Metallica whole thing. So he started doing a little metal project, and me and Hunter actually went off and we started a new like side indie band called Two Towns, and we've been playing shows everywhere, like promoting Two Towns, promoting Insider at the same time, just being like, they're still a band, we're part of that band, but this is what we have to do for now because we can't lug around a 5-piece rock band to every single venue like we used to be able to.
What kind of venues have you been playing? Is it been kind of a live performances at places?
It's been live. We've been doing. We have a residency up at Two Heroes in North Hero. We've been playing there a lot. We played a bunch of like little small places in Milton, like Arrowhead Golf Course, and we actually upcoming. We have quite a few shows that are starting to get booked. We're playing Rick's on Friday. It's like a little bar and grill in Milton, just like a regular show. Like I said, our residency at Two Heroes, we're playing every single Sunday. And actually, next on the 29th of the Saturday 29th of August, we are actually playing the biggest show that I have seen in Vermont since COVID. And it's going to be two towns, Troy Millette, Jesse Agan, and Jackson Garrow teaming up for a benefit concert for the Milton High School Project Grad because they're not having any sports or anything going on, so it's hard for them to make money. So we're setting up a big stage and in an open field next to the Ricks, and everybody's going to social distance, and it's going to be really good show, and just hopefully getting live music back out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've seen a couple of festivals, maybe like Tentatively Starred Up. There was one last weekend in Waterbury, and it's good to know that we need to take advantage of the summer, and we can still see live music, and we just have to kind of do it in a safe way. So I'm glad you're being part of that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of running out of time, but I would love for you to promote. Where can people find you? Where can people listen to your music? Where can they buy your album?
Yeah, our album, you can buy it on Spotify, iTunes. You can get it off our website, insider.squaremd.com, or you can just go to our Instagram. We have all of our links there to our Spotify, our like YouTube page. We have it to our online merch page. We have it to our website, everything. Like just our Instagram and our Facebook. Those are like direct links to go wherever you need to go.
Oh, fantastic! And aside from the gig that's coming up in Milton, anything else we should be looking out for?
Just new songs. We're gonna start recording again. We're gonna start getting some of the new stuff that we have working on out there for everybody to listen to, so they have something from us.
Fantastic. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. What have you got to play us out?
Do we have anything else? I have a Two Town song that I can actually play right now.
You can do Two Towns.
Yeah. I have a brand new song from Two Towns that we just released. Actually, we haven't even released it yet. I'll play a new one. You know what? I just gotta pull it up because it's so new.
Yeah, you got the lyrics on your phone.
Yeah, it's like last week new. We've only played this one other time, and we played it on our Two Towns had a Higher Ground live stream actually 2 weeks ago, and we played it on there. And I'll play it for everybody here so everybody can hear it.
Nice.
Hey, do you want to do the pleasure of being my scroll buddy? I should move this down a little bit so I can see. Awesome.
One, two, three, count backwards from 10. 3, 2, 1, lifting off again. I hope to get this message to my family and friends. So tell my mama, love her, I'll be back again someday. Oh, I'm gone. I'm so gone. Leave a key under the mat and the porch light on. Heading out to the darkest abyss. I'm moving so fast, hope that I don't miss. I'm going somewhere I've never been before, and all I can tell you is that it's far away from. My father told me one day you'll be a star. He told me that one day I would get real far. My mama said she loved me and she always real, but right now she's probably scared as hell. I'm gone. Oh, I'm gone. I'm so gone. Leave a key under the mat in the porch light on. Going 1, 2, 3, count backwards from 10. 3, 2, 1, lifting off again. I hope to get this message to my family and friends. So tell my mama, love her, I'll be back again someday. Oh, I'm gone. I'm so gone. Leave a key under the mat in the porch light on. Life is strange living up with the stars. Space is so empty and it feels so large. I get this crazy feeling looking back at the earth. Have I made a mistake? Well, I guess it could be worse. Oh, I'm gone. I'm so gone. Leave a key under the mat and the porch light on. Going 1, 2, 3, count backwards from 10. 3, 2, 1, lifting off again. I hope to get this message to my family and friends. So tell my mama, love her, I'll be back again someday. Oh, I'm gone. I'm so gone. Leave a key under the mat and the porch light on.
Very nice. 2 towns with gun.
2 towns, lift off.
Lift
so
off.
close.
Oh, so close. But thank you both for coming in. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we're glad that we could pull this off with only 2 out of the 5 members.
Hey, it sounded fantastic. Maybe you should introduce an acoustic track the next time you play live.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to.
Yeah. Well, big thank you to you, Insiders. Insider. We have got Leatherbound Bucks coming up next week. That'll be Wednesday at 8. Same place, 105.9 The Radiator. This has been The Rocket Shop. I've been your host, Tom Proctor, and good night. Awesome. Thank